Hello. Hello everyone. We are live now. Today is Tuesday, April 28th. Hello. We're about to start a Vinyasa class. It'll be a challenging Vinyasa class, so get ready to flow with me. Hello. I wish I knew your names. If you want me to say your name, you can write me your name. Hello. Welcome. I'll give you guys a few minutes, to join the class so that we can start. Today, again, is a Vinyasa class, and we will have a pretty challenging class today, so get ready to sweat with me. Hi! Hi, E! Are you gonna join the class? I hope it's okay there in Shanghai. Okay, you're ready. That's great. My husband joined and waved me. He's not going to join the practice today. Work call. Okay. Oh, great. You might die, but it's okay, Yi. Just try your best. With everybody, today is going to be a tough practice. We're going to flow a lot, so hopefully you'll get that body moving, sweat a little bit. I have the heaters on today again. It always helps me warm up my body quicker. But yeah, just try your best. If you have 2 blocks, grab your 2 blocks. If not, that's okay. You don't really need the blocks. And we're going to start today in meditation. So get ready. I like to sit on a blanket. Oh, I'm going to have to turn off the comments now so that you guys can see better. We go. Okay, so we'll start sitting in swastikasana. You can sit on a blanket or on the floor or a block if you like. Crossing your shin bones, place your feet directly below your knees, then widen your seat. Okay, close your eyes, placing your hands on your thighs. Relax your feet, relax your knees, soften the belly. Feel your sit bone ground into the floor. Lengthen your spine, lifting your chest, draw your shoulders back and down. Making your neck nice and long. Sitting your head right over your neck. Eyes gazing forward, your eyes closed, but imagining your eyes gazing forward, keeping that chest lifted. Now we focus on the breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. With every breath, deepening the breath, slowing it down, and making the breath even. When you inhale, you should be able to hear the sound of your breath. At the top of the breath, hold your breath, and then do a nice slow exhale, making the breath even. About when on your inhale, you inhale all the positive energy, holding the breath, and then on your exhale, releasing all the bad energy, all the negative thoughts. And then bringing your hands to your heart center, thumbs at your sternum. We began today's practice with 3 ohms together. Take a deep inhale. Oh. practice, this time and the space we have today, and for all the teachers who have paved the way before us. Namaste. Okay, we'll start in a downward facing dog. So go ahead, set your hands shoulder width distance apart. Spreading your fingers, feet hip width distance apart. You can bend your knees one at a time if you need to. First down dog of the day. Once you've done that, squeeze your knees. Draw the heels towards the floor. Arms straight, legs straight. Lifting your hips up towards the ceiling. Feel the inner heel go towards the outer heel and the widening of your hips. Keep pushing your hands forward and down into the mat, making your arms nice and straight, knees straight, heels to the floor. Look forward, right leg forward, left knee down. Point your back toe. Inhale, reach your arms up. Hook your thumbs. Drawing that left hip forward, bend your right knee deeply. Good, exhale, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Okay, keeping your feet where they are. We're gonna go to chaturanga. Bend your elbows, hugging them in. Go straight to upward facing dog. Don't touch your thighs to the floor. Back to chaturanga. That's right, push up, downward facing dog. Left leg forward, right knee down, point your back toe. Inhale, reach your arms up, hook the other thumb. Drawing that right hip forward, bend your left knee deeply. Good, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Keep your feet the way they are. Bend your elbows, chaturanga. Now go straight to upward facing dog. Thighs are off the floor. Tai Bei Yu Hei. Back to chaturanga. Now push your elbows straight. Plank pose, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, left knee down. Point your back toe. Inhale, reach your arms up. This time, bend your right elbow. And then we reach the left arm behind for Gomukhasana arms. If you need to have like a strap or a small towel to grab your fingers, then you can use that. Bend your knee deeply. Good, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. You guessed it, chaturanga. Keep the toes, upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga. Plank pose, downward facing dog. Left leg forward, right knee down. Point your back toe, inhale, reach your arms up. Bend your left elbow this time. And then reach your right arm behind. Gomukhasana arms. Keep bending that left leg, lifting your chest. Good, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Keep the toes upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Plank pose, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, left knee down. Point your back toe, inhale, reach up. Hook your thumbs again. This time lift your chest. And then start to find the back bend. Bend your right knee deeper. Hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Left leg forward, right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Back toe is pointed. Hook the other thumb in front this time. Lift your chest and start to find your back bend. Good, hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Keep the toes, upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Plank pose, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, left knee down. Point back toe, inhale, reach your arms up. Hook the thumbs. Lift your chest. Lift your chest. Find the back bend. Lift your chest. Good, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Left leg forward, right knee down, point your back toe, inhale, reach up. Hook the other thumb, lift your chest, arch back. Lift your chest, arch back. Keep bending that left knee. Good, hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose, exhale, chaturanga. Upward, chaturanga. Plank pose, downward facing dog. How many more? One more, okay, one more set. Right leg forward, left knee down, point your toe. This time you're gonna place your hands behind your back, pushing your hips forward, bending that right knee deeper, almost touching your buttocks to your heel. Now, bring your hands back. Some of you might be able to touch the floor. Lift your chest. Good, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Left leg forward, right knee down. Point your back toe. Inhale. Come up. Okay, we're going to place our hands behind our hips, pushing the hips forward. Bend your left knee. Get your buttocks to touch your left heel. Then you can bring your hands back or maybe to the floor, lifting your chest. Hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. That was our warm up. Walk forward. Uttanasana, fourfold. Feet hip width distance apart. Grab your elbows. Now bringing the weight forward into the toes. So your hips are right over the heels. Squeeze the knees. Catch the other elbow. Continue squeezing your knees. Bringing the weight forward into the toes. Release the hands. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana, feet together. Heels slightly apart, palms forward, lifting the chest. Okay, right leg, tree pose. So pushing that right foot into the left thigh. Squeeze your standing leg and then actively push your right leg into the left thigh. Opening up the right knee. Reach your arms up. Option 1 is to stay here. Option 2, palms together and look up. Reaching the arms up towards the ceiling. Lengthen your spine, lift your chest, arms straight. Good, hands to your heart. Back to center, other side. Again, pushing that left foot into the right thigh. So you need to squeeze the right thigh actively and then open the left knee. The foot is actively pushing in. The foot is strong. Option 1, arms up. Option 2, palms together and look up. Reaching the arms straight up. Push the left foot into the right thigh. Squeeze your right thigh. Squeeze the arms straight. Lift your arms to the ceiling. Good, hands to your heart. And release, top of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. This time, point your toes. Roll forward, upward facing dog. Thighs off the floor. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands, bend your knees, and jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, Tadasana. Again, inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Shift forward, point your toes. Upward facing dog. Thigh bei yu hei. Thighs off the floor. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands, bend your knees, and jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Shift forward, point your toes. Upward facing dog. Eyes off the floor. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands and jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Point your toes. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands and jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands and your knees. Jump. Inhale. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. This time go to plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands and jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. Don't give up now. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands and jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Go straight to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands. Jump. Inhale. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands and jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, last one. Don't give up. Inhale. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's hold it here for a few seconds. Find your breath, breathing, inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Squeeze your arms and your legs straight, lifting your hips up to the ceiling. Hey, come to your knees. If you have blocks, then you take the blocks next to you. Place it next to your hips. That's right, we're going for abs, Navasana, so grabbing behind your thighs. Option 1 is here, option 2, legs straight. Option 3, with your arms forward. Reaching forward, draw your belly in. Squeeze your legs straight, reach your arms forward, and lengthen your spine. Find your breath. Focus on drawing the belly in and using the belly rather than your thighs. Good. Hands behind your head, round your upper back, and start to bring your feet lower so that your eyes are level with your feet. So your shoulder blades are off the floor. Round your upper back, draw the belly down. Ardha Navasana. Back up to Navasana. Hold it there. Hold it there, almost there. Okay, cross your right shin in front. Put your hands on the blocks and lift your hips up. That's option 1. Option 2, lift your feet off the floor. Option 3, hold your legs straight out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Second set, grab behind your thighs. Don't worry, this one will be a little bit faster. So take the same option you took on the first time. Reaching your arms forward if you did that. Draw the belly in. Okay, hands behind your head, round the upper back. Ardha Navasana. Keep your shoulders off the floor. Open your elbows. Good, hands forward. Navasana. Left shin in front this time. Hips up, or feet off the floor, or feet forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Good job, you guys. Open your knees wide. Reach your arms forward. Round your upper back. So your feet are together, heels together. Open your knees for Malasana. Okay, let's go for our first round of Bakasana. So you're going to place your hands forward. Walk your arms deeper. Bend your elbows. Place your knees on your arms. Shift forward, hug the elbows in. Bring your hips over your wrists and see if you can bring one foot, maybe both feet up. Round the upper back. Bring the heels up higher. Heels up higher. Use your fingers. Now if you feel steady, you can shoot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Everyone meet in downward facing dog. Walk forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana. Bring your arms up, right arm under. Garudasana, eagle pose. Bend your right knee and bring your right knee over your left. Okay, we're staying in Garudasana, not folding forward to flying eagle. We're staying with our spine straight. Bring your elbow up, draw your shoulders back, bend your knee deeper. Keep your spine straight. Good, inhale, come up. And left arm under. Left knee over. Hook that foot. Okay, keeping your spine nice and straight, bring the elbow up, draw the shoulders back and down, bend your knee deeper. Keep the spine straight, don't lean forward. Bend your knee. So it's like Utkatasana, chair pose. Your spine is nice and vertical. Good, inhale, come up. And exhale, release. Come back to the tops of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, half a lift. Place your hands, downward facing dog. Right leg forward. Open up your hip. And then make your stance wider. Virabhadrasana 2. Bend your right knee until it's 90 degrees. Turn that left foot in. Bend deeper. Draw the tailbone forward into the body. Good. Interlace your fingers. Inhale. Lift your chest. And fold forward. Humble warrior. Maybe the forehead touches. Reach the arms over your head. Good. Back to warrior 2. Okay, this time place your forearm onto your right thigh. Reach your left arm over, or you can reach outside of your right foot. Side angle. Pushing that right knee into the right arm. Turn your chest. Now everyone lift that right arm up by your ears and hold. Right arm by your ears, both arms by your ears. Bend your right knee deeper. Good. Go down, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, Vinyasa, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg forward. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Opening up the legs wide, turn your right foot in, bend your left knee deeper. Draw the tailbone forward into the body. Squeeze that back knee. Good, interlace your fingers the other way. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold over. Humble warrior. Maybe the forehead touches. Bend your left knee deeply. Don't let the knee go inwards. Keep opening up your hips by opening up the left knee. Good, come back to warrior two. Forearm to your thigh or outside of your left foot. Side angle. Remember, pushing that left leg into the left arm. Turn your chest. Arms by your ears. Open your chest. Arms by your ears. Both arms by your ears. Good. Hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands, jump forward. Inhale, half a lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, Tadasana. Feet together. Bring your right knee up to your chest. Reach your right hand inside, then grab your foot outside. Utthita Asta, Panabhusasa, kicking forward, not diagonal. We're kicking forward. Keep your left knee straight. Draw that right hip down. Keep your right arm straight. Lift your chest. Squeeze that left knee. Good. Other side. Bend your left knee to your chest. Reach the left arm inside and grab outside of your foot. Utthita Asta Padangustasana. Draw your left hip down. Squeeze your right thigh. Left arm is straight. Lift your chest. Good, slowly release. Back to the tops of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, Virabhadrasana 2. Now straighten your right knee. Reach forward, Trikonasana, triangle pose. So if you have a block and you need it, place your block outside of your right foot. Squeezing both legs straight. Make your front foot, the inner foot, heavier, and then the back foot, the outer edge of your back foot, heavier. Squeeze the legs. Can you bring the buttocks in between the legs? Reach the arm up. Turn your chest. Draw that right shoulder forward and up. Good. Look down. Bend your front knee. Shift forward. Ardha Chandrasana. Move around if you need to. Not a lot of space in Hong Kong. Okay, so your right arm is right underneath your shoulder. Left leg is behind you. Don't let your left leg go higher than your left hip. Reach your left arm up and look up. Turn your chest. Squeeze the left leg into the left hip socket. Good. Hands to the floor. Standing split. Take your right hand around your ankle. Square your hips. You can open up your hips slightly to bring that left leg up higher. Bring your chest towards your right shin. Good. Both hands forward, underneath your chest. Drop the left leg down until it's parallel to the floor. Then open up your right arm. Avrita Ardha Chandrasana. Twisting half moon pose. Good. Hands to the floor. Bend your right knee and shift that left leg all the way back. Come back to Trikonasana. Hands to the floor. Right leg up, one-legged dog. Now from there, open up your right hip. Bend your right knee. Come to the outer edge of your left foot. Push your hips up. Keep pushing your hips up as your right leg drops back. Reach the right arm up. Wild thing. Push the hips up. Good, downward facing dog. Come forward, plank pose. Do your vinyasa. And we do the other side. Left leg forward, Virabhadrasana 2. So we find Virabhadrasana 2 to widen the stance enough. Straighten your left leg, come to Trikonasana. Left hand goes outside of the left leg onto a block if you need to. Squeezing both legs straight. Make the inner edge of the left foot heavy, outer edge of the right foot heavy. Draw that left shoulder forward and up. Turn your chest, squeeze both legs straight. Look down, bend your left knee. Find room. Shift forward, Ardha Chandrasana. Hug the right leg in. Flex your right foot and then start to turn your chest, look up. Squeeze both legs straight. Look up, turn your chest. Hands to the floor, square your hips. Standing split, reaching behind your left ankle. Bring that right leg up higher. Squeeze both legs straight. Squeeze both legs straight. Can you bring the right leg up higher? Draw your chest towards your left shin. Good. Come back. Hands in front of you, underneath your shoulders. Drop the right leg. Then open up your left arm. Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana. Turn and twist. Roll your belly to the left. Good. Hands to the floor. Reach your right leg back. Bend your left knee. Trikonasana. Reach that right arm up. Find the pose first. Then bring your right arm and your hands down to the floor. Left leg up. One-legged dog. Open up your hip. Bend your left knee this time. Come to the outer edge of your right foot. Keep pushing your hips up as you drop the left foot down and reach the left arm up. Come to downward facing dog. Plank pose. Vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. How are we doing? Hey, bring your feet forward, feet together, bend your knees. Malasana again. Reaching forward. Now if you want to reach behind your ankles, grabbing your wrists or your fingers, round your upper back, draw your forehead towards the floor. Second round of Bakasana, go for it. Walking your arms deeper, knees on your arms. Maybe go to the top of your mat if you want to do chaturanga. Round your upper back, bring your heels up high. When you're ready, shoot. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Right leg forward. Virabhadrasana 2. Woo. Bend that right knee. Okay, we're gonna do binded warrior. So you're gonna reach your right arm inside and the left arm behind. Grab your wrist or your fingers. Push the right arm into the right leg. Straighten the left arm and turn your chest. Keep that right knee bent. Turn your chest. Good, hands to the floor. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg forward. Open up your arms. Binded warrior. So as you push that left arm into the leg, you start to straighten the right arm. And then open up the chest. Keep that left knee bent. Open up the chest. Good, hands to the floor. Do your vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good. Walk your feet forward. Feet together, knees apart. Okay, this time, you're gonna do, you're gonna bind one side. So, Ekapada, Baddha, Malasana, right arm forward, and then you bind behind, catching your wrist maybe or your fingers. Turn and open your chest. So it's kind of hard to find your balance if your heel doesn't touch the floor. And release. If you need to, you can even take a block or a blanket behind your heels if you can't find the balance because your heels are up. So we try the other side. My blocks are a bit too high. So you open your knees, left arm forward this time. Grab your right wrist or your fingers, and then start to open up your chest. So those of you with your heels up, it's kind of a balancing game as well. Good, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, Vinyasa 2. Okay, this time, you're gonna do Binded Trikonasana. So you can start with your knee slightly bent, arm underneath, bind, and then you start to straighten the front leg and open your chest. Good, hands to the floor. Do your vinyasa. And we do the other side, left leg forward. First, find Vinyasa 2. Then, bring your arm underneath, bind, and then you can slowly straighten the left leg as much as you can and open your chest. Straighten that right arm more to open the chest. Good, hands to the floor. Vinyasa. Or stay in upward facing dog, downward facing dog if you like. Okay, knees to the floor. So this time, we're gonna do that same Ekapada, Baddha, Malasana, binding one side in Malasana, and you're gonna try to stand up. Okay, so let's do this together. Feet together, open your knees, bind the right side. Once you bind the right side, straighten up until your left heel touches the floor, and then you slowly bring yourself to standing, keeping that bind. Lift your chest. Good, slowly come back down, bringing your feet together before you undo the bind. Got that? Does that make sense? We'll do the other side now. Binding the left side. So you come up a little bit until that right heel touches the floor. Then you slowly come up. Lift your chest. Squeeze your standing leg straight. And then slowly come down. Feet together first. And then release the bind. Downward facing dog. Whew. How did you guys do? Let's go into a child's pose. I'll give you a rest. Opening the knees. Feet together. I hope you guys are doing okay. Still with me? Just making sure we're on time. Walk forward, Uttanasana. Let's bring your arms behind you. Get a nice stretch of the shoulders. Reach your arms up and over your head. Oh, keep your palms open. Then release the arms. Inhale, come all the way up. Feet together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Place your hands. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your look forward and jump. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up. And exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. Half lift. Place your hands. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands. Jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a few breaths here. Okay, walk forward again, feet together. Coming again to that Ekapada Malasana shape. So we're binding the right side again, and then we're gonna stand up, okay? So bind the right side. Come up slightly so that the left heel goes down, and then hug in, reach the leg up. Now lifting the chest, squeeze the left leg straight, release the leg, Utthita Asta Padangustasana. Find your balance, draw the right hip down. Bend the knee, find the bind again. A little bit difficult, find the bind. Don't give up, lift your chest, and then slowly come all the way back down. Feet together first before you undo the bind. How was that? Was that hard? We have 1 more side to go. Second side, you know what's gonna happen, so let's go for it, okay? So bind the left side. Come up slightly so the right heel goes to the floor, then slowly come up. Find your balance. Don't rush into it. Lift your chest, squeeze your knee. And then come into Utthita Asta Padangustasana, lifting the chest up. Draw your left hip down. No need to rush. Go at your own pace. Bend the knee. Now finding the bind is difficult. You need to lean forward. And then find the balance. Do the bind. Lift your chest. Slowly come back down. Both feet together first. Then release. Downward facing dog. Knees to the floor. Open your knees wide. Feet together. Child's pose. How are we doing, everyone? Are you dead yet? I'm pretty dead. Come up, bring your knees together, and then reach your arms back. So a different variation of child's pose. Good. Set your hands, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose, exhale chaturanga, lie all the way down on your bellies. Okay, feet together, forearms forward, bend your right knee, reach inside, draw your foot towards you, lift your elbow up, and then start to turn your fingers forward, Ekapada Vaikasana. Relax the hips, make the right groin heavy, draw the right shoulder forward. Good, other side. Right forearm forward, bend your knee, catch inside, draw your foot towards you first, lift the elbow up, and then you turn the fingers forward, draw that right shoulder forward. Release, relax the thighs, make the left groin heavy. Good, release. Hands on top of each other, forehead to your hands. Now notice your feet. Turn your thighs in and then hug the ankles together. Push the tops of your toes down to the floor and then lift your knees off without lifting your toes. So your toes are pushing into the floor and you're straightening your legs so much that the knees will lift off. Your tailbone forward into the floor, pelvis is heavy to the floor. Hook your thumbs, lift your chest. Salabhasana. See if you can lift a little bit higher. And come down. Hands on top of each other and rest for a second. Good, same thing. You turn the inner thighs in and then hug the ankles, push the tops of your toes down to the floor, make the tailbone heavy to the floor, and lift the knees off the floor. So the legs go so straight that the knees come off the floor. Hook the other thumb, lift your chest. Salabhasana. Lift the chest. Look up. And slowly release. Dhanurasana, bend your knees, grab your ankles. Flex your feet. Grab your ankles. And then you're going to kick into your hands, lifting only your chest. Keep your knees and your thighs to the floor. Keep your knees and thighs to the floor. Lift up. And slowly come down. Hands on top of each other. Okay, bend your knees, grab your feet. This time you can point your toes. Hug the knees in and kick everything off the floor. Tops of your thighs off the floor, bottom of the ribs off the floor. Kick, look up, kick more. And slowly come down. Hands on top of each other. Tuck your toes, come into chaturanga, push back, downward facing dog. Good, jump through to seated position, lie all the way down. Release your legs for a second. Bend your knees, feet to the floor. Reach for your ankles, so you want to bring the heels closer to your hips first, so that you can reach for the ankles, walking your shoulders forward. Now lift your hips up, Chatushpadasana. Turn your toes in so they're parallel, hug the knees in, lift the hips. Now relax the buttocks and lift from the back of your thighs. Pull on your ankles, lift yourself up higher. And slowly release. Legs straight forward. Second round, bend your knees. Chatushpadasana, grab your ankles, go up. This time, option for a full wheel pose. Reaching your hands over your head. When you're ready, arms straight, push up. Turn your toes in parallel. Arms straight. Now make the inner edges of your feet heavy and lift your hips up. Squeeze the arms straight, lift the chest, chin to your chest. Lift everything up. Good, slowly come back down. And release. Woo. Bend your knees. Chatushpadasana. Lift your hips up. Go for full wheel pose. Arms over your head and straight arms. Turn your toes in. Now bring your left foot to the center. Reach the right leg up. Squeeze both legs straight and lift the hips up. Lift the hips up. Good. Switch legs. Left leg up. Squeeze the leg straight. Lift that left leg up higher and squeeze your knees straight. Good. Both legs down. Slowly come down. Release your legs. Are you guys feeling almost dead, huh? Me too. We're gonna go up into full wheel pose 2 more times. So set your hands, set your feet. Arms over your head, push up. Now if you can't do full wheel pose, you can go back to Chaturshpadasana. Lift your hips, and come back down. Go straight back up. Last one. Now walk your feet in if you like. Coming onto the tiptoes. Walk your feet in. Lift your hips up, lift your chest, and slowly bring the heels down, keeping them parallel. Good. Slowly come down. Release your legs. Bring your feet together. Ekapada Pavanuttasana. Right knee to your chest. Squeeze the left thigh. And switch. Left knee to your chest. Squeeze the right thigh. Right knee again. This time we're going to twist over to the left side. Open up your right arm. Draw that right shoulder down to the floor. Use the left hand on the right knee. Roll your belly towards the right and look to your right hand. Now I'd rather your right shoulder be touching the floor than this left knee touching. So touch the right shoulder and roll the belly. Back to center. Other side. Left knee to your chest first. And then we go for the twist. Open up your your left arm. And then your left shoulder goes to the floor. So sometimes I need to reposition myself. Use the right hand on the left knee. And then roll to the left. Look towards the left hand. Very good. Back to center. Both knees to your chest. Vipada Pavanuttasana, keeping your knees open. Relax your shoulders down. Release your tailbone to the floor. Now gently bring your knees together. Maybe hug your knees closer to you. But relax the shoulders. Notice how the shoulders want to kind of go up as you grab the knees to your chest. Relax the shoulders. Now let's do thread the needle. Right foot over the left thigh, catching the left shin. And switch sides. Good. Release. Happy baby. Grab outside of your feet. Open your knees wide. Again, relax your shoulders. Bringing your tailbone towards the floor. Keeping your heels over your knees. And knees together, roll yourself up. Hey, if you have a blanket or a block, you put the blanket or block to your right side. And then your right hip sits onto the blanket or block. Bring your left foot over your right foot. So they're just crossing over each other. And then you're gonna bring your left arm outside of your right thigh, right fingertips to the floor. That's option one, just to do a simple twist. Or you grab your right hand and grab above the left elbow, swing this arm around for Vajrasana. Okay, open up the right shoulder, look over your left shoulder. switch the blanket over to the left. Sit on the left hip. Cross the right foot over the left. Take your option. Either you have the right hand outside of the left thigh and you're twisting, or you grab above the right elbow and you swing this right arm around. Start to straighten the right arm and open up that left shoulder. Last thing, look over the right shoulder. Good, release. Back to center. Okay, you're going to take one block. If you have a block, lift your hips, and in the long, tall position, you place it underneath your sacrum, okay? If you don't have the blocks, then you can take your hands underneath, like that, okay? Walk the legs, interlace your fingers, set to bandha supported, lifting the chest, walk your shoulders deeper. So again, if you don't have the blocks, you have your two hands underneath your hips and your elbows rounded to the floor. Squeeze the thighs and flex your feet up to the ceiling. Now you can stay there or bring your feet to the floor and lift the legs up to the ceiling. Legs straight up, keep puffing your chest. So you should be able to see your chest. Your chest doesn't drop down. Your shoulder blades are close to each other to lift the chest, legs straight up. Squeeze the knees. Viparita Rani. Good. Slowly bend the knees, place your feet to the floor, lift your hips up, remove the block. Lie all the way down. Bring your knees to your chest. Roll yourself side to side, side to side. And then roll yourself up and down until you're sitting. Last pose, Paschimottanasana. You can use the blocks in front of you if you like, or you can grab your feet, or you can have a small towel or a strap. Fold forward. Keep squeezing your knees. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Open your legs as wide as the mat. Then you slowly roll down, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Come to Shavasana. So I'm going to leave you here. The best thing for you to do now is to hold Shavasana for about 5 minutes. I usually like to go for 10. Shavasana cannot be skipped. You'll feel really great after it, so take the time, 5 minutes or so. I will be back on Thursday for a relaxing stretch class. I hope you enjoyed today's Vinyasa class and hope to see you guys soon. Please leave me comments if you wish, and I'll answer back to you. This video will be on my IG for 24 hours, and then I will post it onto my YouTube channel at Marsha Yuan, Y-U-A-N. Okay, so nice to practice with you guys. Take care and remember social distancing. Bye.